Hi there. So in this video I'm going to show you how to use loops in PHP. So let's first create one file and store it in our local server's htdocs folder. In my case I have example.php file and its web address, as you can see, 127.0.0.1/example.php. Now let's start with our starting and ending tag. Now for for loop we create a function that takes three arguments. First, let's say if I want to count number from 0 to 10, then I will create one variable, let's say x, set its value to 0. Then that variable needs to be checked if its value is less than or equal to 10, and then increment the value till it reaches that value of 10. And we are going to echo the number is some space and then variable and then break. Okay, and we are going to now execute this and see how it works. So basically it should count from 0 to 10 and then exit out of the loop. So let me refresh this, and as you can see it is counting from 0 to 10 and displays it on our PHP page. Now the second loop that I want to discuss here is for each loop. In case of for each loop, it is useful to use this loop when you are extracting from list or array or some structure out of which you want to check each value and extract it. So for that we make use of this loop. So let's start with our array. Let's name it option and then call for array method, and here I'm going to add some values 1, 2, and let's say 3 and 4. Okay, then I'm going to use for each method, and here in for each loop I will call for option as value. So it will take each value from our option array and we can echo it using, let's say, value and then break it, so that it will output all in new line. Okay, so let me just refresh this, and as you can see it is printing out 1, 2, 3, 4. So this was a simple example on for each loop. One more loop that we can discuss here is while loop. Just like for loop, this loop will continue till a specific condition is met. Okay, so let's set value of our x here to, let's say, 0. Okay, now if I want to print out value of x from 0 to, let's say, 20, then I will use while loop. You can also x to be equals less or equals to 20. Okay, and inside this loop you can simply echo number to be current value of x, and you can also use break in between and then increment your x value. Okay, so pay attention to how you write your loop, otherwise it will continue to execute in infinite loop on your browser and it will hang your browser's instance. So let's execute this and see how it works. And as you can see, it is printing out from 0 to 20. So as you can see, your for loop, while loop and for each are to be used in different contexts. For some contexts you will find for loop usable. For each you have, let's say, like array or some string to be considered. For manipulating and extracting data. Also, while loop will be used in context similar to for loop. So this is how we make use of loops in PHP.